Good morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Monday. It's still raining. Yep. It's like today it's going to be colder. Only not even supposed to hit 60. So mid 50s today. It's going to be cold for a few more days. It's supposed to rain all day today and again tomorrow. And it rained yesterday and the day before and the day before that and the day before that. And let's see what the results are of all this rain on my property. I am standing in my doorway because it's raining, but I want to show you my new lakefront property. Yeah, that is well, earlier this year, it was like late January or February sometime, we got a ton of rain, and I also had this happen. And let's zoom over here. See, I couldn't see this a few months ago before Out in the Country came and took that old shed house thing. But yeah, there's a nice little stream, swamp, river, I don't know what you call it. Oh yeah, and right in there is where the groundhog den was, so I might not have to do anything to get rid of that groundhog except, you know, let the rain flood it. So yeah, there's a nice little stream going through my property. That is the lowest point in my property right there, and it was dug out to make a pond years ago, but it doesn't hold water. So, and then it keeps on going out and then over the road and then into, there's a ditch on the other side of the road, and that's where the water goes. So yeah, I've got some flooding on the lowest part of my property, and it comes from the back. Oh, I did a whole video on that. Maybe I can find that video and link to it. But yeah, so that's the scoop on my lack of videos. Is we've got rain. We've got rain and we've got lots of water on the property. Fifi doesn't care. Yep, she doesn't care. Don't know where Bob's at, and today was Grumpy's day to go outside, so I opened the door for him, and it was raining, and he took off out into the woods again, so sorry, Grumpy, that was your choice, though. Well, we did it. 5,000 subscribers. I still cannot believe it. So in celebration of all of the incredibleness that's going on with 5,000 subscribers that I've gotten to very fast here recently, I'm going to make a really long, really boring video for you guys. It's about time I kind of did a little year in review recap, and since it's raining, I might as well give it a try. I might split this up into different videos, I don't know. I want to hit on a bunch of topics that have come up in comments and questions and stuff like that, so I might as well get started. Let's see, why did I buy this junky, trashy property out in the middle of nowhere with without septic, and you know, with a mobile home that just is in horrible shape, and an old shed and another old shed and another old shed that all needed to come down, and they're full of trash and junk, and why would some idiot buy this property? Okay, in a nutshell, it's better than being homeless. You know, for years I've been dreaming of a you know, little place with land, and I'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, just having control over my own living situation, not having to pay apartment rent or lot rent to some mobile home park, you know, even living with a roommate for free. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen, and in that situation, you know, you are sometimes you have to make sure you get along with them. So you're, you know, there's always a stressful situation, And, you know, that's just a big relief for my life. I don't have to worry about, you know, things happening and me becoming homeless. As long as I pay my property taxes here, which 180 bucks last year is like 15 bucks a month, nobody can kick me off this place. So that's wonderful. For years I've been you know, finding little ways of making income here and there. And one of the things I figured out long ago is that you have more opportunities for income if you have a little bit of land. And sure, you have to navigate all the laws and rules and regulations and requirements and all that stuff, but you do have more opportunity for income when you've got a piece of land than if you're just living in an apartment or you know, somebody's spare bedroom or you know, whatever. You've got more opportunity. So that's why I wanted this place. And I didn't have I have Parkinson's disease. I don't talk about that a lot. I don't like using it as an excuse. You know, I do sometimes, and it is a valid excuse sometimes, but, you know, I figure that's just, you know, that's my new normal, so I gotta live through it. So, that's one of the things why I've been dreaming of a place like this, even as junky and trashy as it is. I have no worries of anybody kicking me out or something happening to them out of their control or whatever. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm having so much fun here, is I have that, you know, that burden off my shoulder. Let's see. Yeah, I had a lot of concerns when I got here on if I could do it. I knew I couldn't do it by myself, and luckily I've had so much help over the past year to get me further along than I thought I would be, and I didn't expect it. You know, I don't feel entitled to people helping me out. I don't like asking for help. And I get a lot of suggestions. Oh, the Boy Scouts, the high school, the churches, this, that, and the other. You should, you know, get them to come out there and help you. Well, you know what? It's not me. I'm not going to go around town begging for help. You know, networking and just being myself. That's what I got to do. If people want to help me, they will. And, you know, luckily I've come across some really great people since I've been here. You know, my neighbor, another neighbor I haven't talked to a lot, but he's still giving me free stuff. And, you know, my relatives in Russellville, my sister coming up from Florida, out in the country coming down and knocking down some buildings and getting rid of a dumpster full of trash. All the gifts that I've received and the PayPal generosity, and just on and on and on. It's probably over 100 people have helped me in some small way. Not to mention the thousands of you who are now subscribed to my channel and watching my videos. So all of that is helping, and so I'm so very thankful, and I'm having fun, and it's been a year. Let's see. All right, let's talk about my health for a minute. I feel a lot healthier since I got here last fall. You know, with the Parkinson's, one of the things when I was working full time still, you know, I had a lot of problems with, well, sleep schedule was the biggest thing as far as maintaining a 8-hour day, 40-hour work week. You know, I get run down and tired a lot easier than I used to. And so, you know, I put in 8 hours. As soon as I got home, I'd just fall asleep, and then you wake up at, you know, midnight or whatever and can't get back to sleep, and then the next day, and then it just keeps snowballing and snowballing, and my health took a huge hit. So that's when I knew, you know what, I cannot do a full-time 8-hour a day, 40-hour a week job. I got to find alternatives. So, and that's been many, many, many years ago. And I've been finding alternatives here and there, and I still make, you know, little side incomes that I really don't talk about on my YouTube videos. But I'd like to move away from those. But one of the reasons why I wanted this place was the opportunities for income. If you've got some land, you can grow stuff and do other things that you can't do in an apartment or in somebody's spare bedroom. So this place was as junky and trashed as it was exactly what I've been dreaming of, because I'm in control. And since I've gotten here, I'm feeling better. I can be more active. It took me, I went through some. Well, one thing, my legs have been the biggest improvement over the past year. Before, just getting up in the morning, taking a shower, shaving. Yeah, I can't, not much of a shaver anymore. Brush my teeth, stand in front of the mirror. I was worn out. And then, okay, I got to get groceries. So I go to the grocery store that day. Well, my legs are unpredictable, and I'll get muscle spasms and muscle tightness. Sometimes it's as bad as like a Charlie horse, and I have to immediately sit down. So, I don't shop. I was going into a small grocery store, getting what I needed and got out of there. There's no walking around Walmart for an hour shopping, as if I had the money for that anyway. So, that's the kind of thing that I was contending with, is only being able to do so much in a day and so much at a time. Since I've been here, I've been pushing myself. One thing they recommend for people with Parkinson's is keep on exercising. Well, it's a little easier to do if you can go home and take a muscle relaxant and a painkiller. I've never taken that type of medication for my Parkinson's, so that's my excuse on not doing more exercise previously. But I've gotten here, I pushed through it. I'm using my legs more. I seem to have more strength and more stamina. I still have my moments where I've got the muscle spasms and I have to sit down and take it easy. Sometimes they'll be gone. Most of the time they'll be gone in 5-10 minutes, and I can go back to what I was doing. Sometimes it's 4 or 5 hours before they settle back down, and I can get back to work. So, same with my arm muscles, my shoulders. I'm having less problems now than I was a year ago when I was less active. So, and who knows how long that'll last. I don't know. I just take stuff one day at a time, and smaller than that, 1 hour at a time. I can't go out and do 8 hours of work. I'm lucky if I can get, maybe, I think I've gotten 3 hours in one day where I was actually physically walking around doing stuff and staying active. Not all in one stretch, but so yeah, my health has been pretty good since I've been here over the past year. And now I'll take a break and talk about something else.